Alright, welcome to another episode of How to Waste Film. Today I want to talk about my experience with shooting a 35mm film in a medium format camera. But first, let's talk about why would you want to shoot 35mm in a medium format camera. For me, the reason was I always wanted to try panoramic pictures. And the options that are out there are pretty pricey. If you look at the Hasselblad X-Pan or the Fuji version, it's not really something I would buy and hope it will work more than one time. Now there are other options like the Wide Lux or the Horizon camera, then the plasticky Holga or the Sprocket Rocket from Lomography, but even the cheapest ones will set you back like $79. I was looking to use something that I already have, and since I'm a cheapskate, stumbled upon these 35mm to 120 adapters online. They are 3D printed. Whoops. And order a pair of them for myself, since the results that I saw on the internet were pretty impressive, or something that I would like to try. Now, I do have a Pentax SPO 105, which does give you the option, like some of the other point and shoots, to change the setting to panorama. But basically what it does, it just cuts the frame from top and bottom, so you are losing part of your frame, wasting film in effect. And that's not what I was intending to do, although, as I've said previously, film was wasted. The medium format cameras that I do have are Mamiya 645 Pro and this Rolei cord, which is a 6x6. And since I figured out the 4.5 centimeters that the Mamiya would give me would not be wide enough, I decided to go with this one. But it was only after I received the adapters and started loading the film that I realized I am going to be shooting with a TLR, which means the film is loaded vertically, which is not very practical if you have to take a pictures with a TLR like this. But then once I started advancing the film, I realized it's taking a little bit too long to click. I think I wasted like 1/3 or even a half of the film. But I told myself, okay, this is the price I have to pay for shooting panoramic pictures on a 35mm film. Little did I know I was in for another surprise. After each shot, the advancing problems seemed to reoccur, which I didn't really know at the time because I was relying on the camera mechanism to give me a warning. So with a medium format film, you should get 12 exposures with this. And I was thinking I should at least get 12 with a 35mm film. After developing the film, I could finally see how much film I really wasted, and it was a little bit too much in my opinion, not really worth a whole roll of film for 6 pictures. Now, after wasting a roll of film using these adapters, what are my takeaways? Well, first of all, this is very obvious, but I was shooting with what I have. Use a camera that loads the film horizontally, preferably a 6x7 or even a 6x9, which will give you a really wide panoramic picture. Secondly, when you're composing your image, keep in mind that the camera was built for a medium format film, and if you put a 35mm film inside, you will not see what's on top on the top and the bottom. So whatever you're shooting a picture of, try to keep it in the middle of the frame. And third point that I want to talk about is chances are your local lab will not be able to scan the pictures at least not with the sprockets, if that's what you are after, because the whole film gets exposed, including the sprockets. So you might end up scanning it yourself with a digital camera like I did. Just make sure you have that ability or that option. And by the way, the whole film was developed in Cavanal and scanned by my digital camera, which I'm shooting this video with. Yeah, I believe that wraps it up. Definitely gonna try it again, but with a different camera. As I said, one that loads the film horizontally, like the Zeiss Ikonta that I tried last summer, which was a 6x9 camera. That one actually doesn't have a stopping mechanism when you advance, so hopefully I will not waste that much film. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.